Welcome to Belvoir in the Know, hosted by the Fort Belvoir Garrison Commander and Command Sergeant Major.
Welcome to our new podcast, Belvoir in the Know. I'm Colonel Josh Seagraves, the Garrison Commander.
And I'm your Garrison Command Sergeant Major, Greg Kleinholz.
This podcast is an important part of our overall community engagement and communication program. It allows for informal conversation and provides a new way to get information out to our community, and most importantly, to keep you in the know. Today's podcast features a discussion on the housing inspection program currently underway in Woodlawn Village and will be coming to a village near you in the months ahead. Belvoir is the pilot for this inspection program, and more than 2,000 homes will be inspected this year. The goal is to use the inspection program as a model DoD-wide and identify lessons learned as a potential way forward for privatized housing inspections. To help us launch our podcast, we have Jason Kalavokis from RER Solutions. Welcome, Jason.
I appreciate the opportunity to join your podcast. My name is Jason Kalavokis. I'm Executive Vice President of RER Solutions. We are the firm that has been contracted to perform all of these inspections on the privatized housing inventory at Fort Belvoir. We have been working with the Army for the last 4.5 years on their privatization program, supporting several different echelons in terms of financial and real estate advisory services.
Great, thanks, Jason. So just a couple of questions about these inspections. What can residents expect?
So, sir, I think the biggest thing that residents can expect is a professional, highly qualified, highly experienced home inspector to come in and review and document the current condition of all of the components of their home, including interior, exterior, and building systems such as HVAC, hot water, plumbing, electrical, all those types of things.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit more about what will be inspected, and is there a checklist?
Yes, sir. So currently we are using and we will use the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors checklist. That's short for INTRANACHI. It's a well-certified and well-respected association. They have a very comprehensive home inspection form. So we will utilize that as the basis for our inspection and then augment areas where our inspectors' experience will come into play. What will be inspected is all of the different components of a resident's home. From their HVAC, as I said earlier, electrical, plumbing, all of their different rooms, components, attics, roofs, exteriors, really a fully complete, comprehensive home inspection.
Okay, and is it only a visual inspection?
Yes, sir. So we are contracted to perform a visual, non-invasive inspection. Non-invasive, to more accurately define, is you aren't going to be ripping holes or tearing down walls or damaging the home in any way, shape, or form. We're doing a visual inspection. It will be comprehensive. We will be looking at, the HVAC and pulling panels off. We will be testing outlets. We'll be looking at the main electrical panel to the extent that we can do a review without damaging any of the pieces of the home. We will do so.
Okay, and so if you find something during an inspection or identify a problem during an inspection, then what happens?
So, sir, all of our inspectors were fully automated and integrated, so they will be walking and carrying iPads or some other technical related thing that they can complete the inspection form on site, including documenting all of the conditional findings that they have. If any of those rise to the level of a life, health, safety, or emergency item, those will be immediately identified, relayed to the project manager, who will then coordinate with the property management company so that they can dispatch a technician to immediately address those concerns in as fast a time as possible.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's good news, obviously.
Yeah.
And then when you think about standards for inspections, what standards are the inspectors following?
So we're following the Virginia State standards for home inspectors. That's the large thing, and then obviously we're probably even a little bit further than that based off the qualifications our inspectors. Many of them have professional backgrounds in engineering or architecture or whatnot. So there's a a little bit more familiarity with how the home is constructed than some home inspectors will be. So they're very qualified staff.
Yeah, that's good news. That additional experience is certainly helpful. Okay, and then so you're inspecting Woodlawn Village now. Can you describe how things are going as your inspectors are moving through Woodlawn?
Yes, sir. So we're about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way through Woodlawn. We began Woodlawn at the beginning of February. We've had about 3.5 days of lost days due to the wonderful weather that we've experienced here the last couple of weeks. But we're working to reschedule those, get those back on track. We're able to inspect, say, 20 to 24 homes a day, so we feel like we can recoup those. To this point, we've seen excellent cooperation from the residents in whole. There has been several reschedulings or missed appointments, whatnot. Our inspectors are not to do an inspection without an adult present. So I guess what we would really ask is that continued cooperation. Please be there, be present at the time of the inspection so that we can do those inspections. We can get in and out of the house quickly. For the most part, it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour of your day. And we will be as efficient and effective as possible while also producing a comprehensive review. That's going to be the single biggest thing to maintain our efficiencies in this process, and thus getting the reports delivered back to the Army and back to the garrison for the improvement of the living of the homes and just the greater guidance for the program.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's good. Good rundown. Okay, anything else you want to share that with our residents that may make the process better as more homes get inspected? You covered a little bit of that, but anything very specifically that we'd like to touch on?
Really, that's the biggest thing as far as the residents go, is just continued cooperation. It's been very great. So it's been great so far for our inspectors. Our efficiencies are very key to getting real quick response in benefit to the Army. So the more they communicate with the garrison housing staff on reschedulings ahead of time and not after the fact, is a benefit to everyone. And that's what we would really look to ask and focus on.
Okay, great. Thank you, Jason, for joining us. I think that about wraps up our first podcast. For questions or concerns on this topic, please reach out to your village mayor or our Belvoir Housing Ombudsman, Ms. Jennifer Hudson, who's been fielding a lot of questions and doing additional coordination for the inspections as we continue to move through the process. Sergeant Major, any final thoughts?
Yeah, thanks, sir. Hey, Jason, great to have you and the team out here to Fort Belvoir. That hopefully set the standard for the rest of the DOD in reference to this project. And great feedback on the residents and in our cooperation. I know that's important to everyone on Fort Belvoir. And we'll continue to work together with our housing partners and the garrison to address any life health safety issues that may surface. So, sir, I think this is a great way to keep Fort Belvoir informed and in the know. I know we are excited about our future guests on our future podcast.
Thanks, Sergeant Major. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast because our next one focuses on inspection COVID mitigation and steps that RER is taking and what residents can do to maintain safety. Don't forget to download the digital Garrison app and visit us on our website and Facebook page for all things Belvoir. Until then, wash your hands, wear a mask, watch your distance. Thanks for joining us. And from me to you, and now you know.